Hey everyone, welcome into another Trade to Black Reform mini-series. I'm your host, Shad Dales, and today we're going to explore the concept of executive orders issued by the President of the United States, particularly when they first enter into the White House. We'll also look at specific examples from Presidents Joe Biden and Donald Trump and discuss potential future executive orders under a new Trump administration. That, in translation, focuses on cannabis and cryptocurrency. So first up, what is an executive order? An executive order is a directive issued by the president to federal administrative agencies. It has the force of law and is used to manage operations within the federal government. Executive orders are a powerful tool for presidents to implement policy quickly and without need for congressional approval. They are rooted in Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution, which grants the president executive power. So, what are some examples of executive orders? Let's first look back at Joe Biden in 2021. On his first day in office, President Biden signed an executive order to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement, reversing the withdrawal initiated by his predecessor. This move was aimed at addressing climate change and reaffirming the U.S.'s commitment to global environmental efforts. Another significant executive order signed by Biden was the reversal of the travel ban on several predominantly Muslim countries. This order was part of his broader agenda to promote inclusivity and diversity. So how about Donald Trump when he first entered into the office back in January of 2017? One of his most controversial executive orders was the travel ban, which restricted entry into the U.S. from several Muslim-majority countries. This order faced numerous legal challenges, but was a key part of Trump's immigration policy. In addition to his travel ban, Trump also signed an executive order to enhance the construction of the Keystone XL Pipeline. This order aimed to boost energy infrastructure and create jobs, though it faced significant opposition from environmental groups. So now we shift our attention to a potential executive order on cannabis. Under a new administration, there could be an executive order related to cannabis. This order might focus on rescheduling cannabis under the Controlled Substances Act, moving it from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3. This change would acknowledge the medical potential of cannabis while maintaining federal control. It's important to note that this does not mean full legalization of cannabis in the U.S. Instead, it would open up new avenues for research and potentially pave the way for comprehensive reform. For the cannabis industry, such an executive order would be a cautious but significant step forward. It would likely lead to increased investment and research opportunities, as well as greater acceptance of cannabis for medical use. However, the industry would still face regulatory challenges and would need to navigate the complexities of state and federal laws. In addition to cannabis, President Trump has expressed great interest towards crypto. A new crypto bill under the Trump administration could also have implications for the cannabis industry. So how? If the bill promotes the use of cryptocurrency and provides a regulatory framework for its adoption, it could help cannabis businesses access banking services more easily. Currently, many cannabis businesses struggle with banking due to federal restrictions. A crypto-friendly environment could offer an alternative, allowing these businesses to conduct transactions and manage its finances more efficiently. So let's bring this all together. In conclusion, though it would seem like a great opportunity, an executive order for the cannabis industry by President Trump is highly unlikely, with many policymakers out of Washington outlining that this is not a first 100-day issue for the new administration. And with regards to banking reform, the best chance would be for SAFE to be buried into a larger bill, meaning a crypto bill versus a standalone. However, a new crypto bill would not mean immediate legalization or complete overhaul of the industry. It would only represent, but this is important, steps towards a more favorable regulatory environment. These measures would build momentum for the sector, encouraging investment and innovation while maintaining a cautious approach to broader legalization efforts. So what do you all think? Is it a stretch to think an executive order will be signed by President Trump for cannabis? Is this just another rumor for would-be cannabis hopefuls that they want something to get done sooner rather than later and are becoming more impatient while waiting for some sort of reform? Let us know what you think. We want to hear from you. In the end, there's still a lot of work that needs to be completed to have rescheduling implemented and banking reform to happen, which is why the U.S. Cannabis Roundtable was formed in January to help with lobbying efforts and messaging on behalf of the cannabis industry. This is extremely important. So where do we go from here? We're about to find out. Moment of truth time for the industry that begins now with the new administration entering into the White House. Quick reminder to give this video a like, spread the word by sharing this video within your network, and smash that bell for all notifications to get the latest developments in cannabis reform from all of us here at TDR's Trade to Black podcast. I'm your host, Shad Dales. Thanks again, everybody, for watching.